Hey y'all, good morning. Let me scroll back up. Sorry about that. Good morning, Nina. Good morning, Keith. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Rose. I'm going to give it a minute to give other people time to hop on. Good morning, Princess. Good morning, Donna Marie. Good morning, Nana B. Good morning, Sherry. I have an interesting conversation. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, Jan. Good morning, Pity Paws. Hi, country. Hi, Cherie. If I pause, guys, I will be right back. I am actually in the middle of texting Villain, and that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Christy. So give me 2 seconds. I didn't, Lisa Blue. Can you share that to me? Hi, Bailey's mom. Welcome in. So, good morning, Rachel. Oh, it's from 2 years ago. Well, if you could share that to me, I would appreciate it. It may have been something I've seen already. Hi, Emerald. Hi, Hennessy. So, hi, Crystal. Boss Lady is at it again, and I am here to debunk even more information she's put out there. Shocker, right? Boss Lady went live this morning and put my photo as her background to body shaming. First things first, you took a screenshot from a public video that I released of myself on TikTok. I made a whole video of myself looking like that boss lady. So I don't know what you thought. You thought you were releasing some hidden information about the way I look. I made that video. I put that video out there publicly of me looking like that. You look ridiculous. See, the difference between me and you is I don't care what other people think about my appearance, okay? Am I a big girl? Yes. Did I lose my top teeth? Yes. Am I imperfect and do I have a lot of flaws? Absolutely. But guess what? God created me how he wanted me to be. And for that, I am completely grateful, appreciative, and I am blessed. I am confident. I would be willing to bank on the fact that if I spent time putting lashes on, did my eyebrows, my makeup, my hair, and put a photo of us side by side and had people vote on those photos, I would win. I would win. I would blow you out of the water. You want to try? Do you want to try? We can. We can even have it on a neutral platform. We can do it. Another thing Boss Lady did was she said, you would be surprised at what you would find if you ran Raggedy's background. Yeah, Little Miss Southern. So guess what? Couple of things here, and I said this last night. Only things that you could possibly find on my background, and they weren't even criminal, so I don't even think that they would show up, is during hunting season, I was hunting with a rifle during muzzleloader. And my little rescue dog that passed away in February allegedly attacked a neighbor's dog. Do I have a lot of debt? Absolutely. So to prove a point, and I love the villains here, to prove a point, I sent all of my information to Villain and asked Villain to run a background check on me.
I
Hi,
just said,
Villain.
good morning. I just sent you the link.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing on Raggedy's background.
I told y'all, I have nothing to hide. I am an open book. I sorry that my life was so boring. I mean, it
No,
wasn't boring. There's a lot of trauma there. I mean, if you want to
it's
unpack all of
just
that.
it's just so weird to me that but let me I just like people that have a lot to hide just can't. Yeah, my throat, if you can't hear it, I woke up with a sore throat. They just can't wrap their head around that people are who they say they are. They don't understand that because that's not, yes, there you go, Rose. There you go. She also, I just want to be clear, I really, I'm gonna get myself into trouble, yeah. The backpedaling was fun to watch last night, because she has been saying she went to prison, but now it's not prison, it's boot camp. And I don't believe that she's a paralegal with that record. Sorry, not sorry.
She did go
I
to
said,
prison.
I said what I said, you know?
I did like read a little bit more into the stuff from yesterday, and it takes a little while to actually go through it. And I did it on live. I didn't show it because I haven't redacted any information yet, but I did read through it, and she did spend some time in a
In jail.
women's prison. Well, it was a women's prison a couple of times, but not long.
Not long. It was, I was texting somebody as I was reading. We got short stints. Hold on. I'll scroll up because I texted it so I could go back to it. 71 days, 31 days, 2 days, 11 days, 16 days, 74 days. And nobody cares. Just don't be a piece of shit. Like, don't lie. Don't come on the internet and lie while body shaming other people. That's just weird energy.
I told you guys, I don't have a reason to like I'm not going to lie about who I am and the things that I've done in my life. I don't have anything to hide. I don't. I mean, I'm sorry to disappoint anyone, but I
Uh,
appreciate you doing that.
yeah, you're good. I sent you the link. Crimson, I'm not exactly sure. She had a bunch of different charges, but like nobody is going, like, you can't be a paralegal with a record like that. You just can't. It's not, I know different states have different laws, right? And
Charlotte,
she looks mighty silly.
she does. She does. And you would think that as much information that she's put out there that has already been debunked, you would think that she would want to kind of just back off a little bit and shut her mouth. But
I
instead,
was,
she wants to dig deeper.
I was kind of hoping that after, I'm sorry. I was kind of hoping that after yesterday, she would be like, you know what? I screwed up, but why do they always double down? Always. Girl, let me just assure you, nobody, you hear me? You see my extradition papers right here, as my profile picture. Nobody is being extradited from the internet. The cops do not give a shit about your TikTok login. They would tell you immediately, stay off the internet. That's the first course of action every single
I
time.
I called so I have two half sisters, one on my dad and one on my mom. And my half sister on my mom's side, her dad is chief of police here.
Mm-hmm.
And he legitimately laughed because there even with like even if she did give them her login information, they don't have justification to log into her TikTok. They
Correct.
just like you said would say, stay if it's bothering you, if it's getting to you, then I suggest you stay off of the internet. That's it. That's all
And
they can do.
on top of that, I can assure you, babe, if I can't get a child abuse, a fucking person convicted with child abuse charges off the internet with an agency, then you are not getting anybody off the internet. I just want to make that clear too. That's fucking weird. I don't know why she tells these big elaborate stories. It winds up making her look really bad. But, what do I know? You know?
It's Ringo, you little turd.
Yes, we're being extradited again. How long do you think it's going to take her to link up with Itty, and they're going to try to get me for running a legal background check?
Well, I mean, she can't do that now because she claims she ran a background check on me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she doesn't even have my legal name. First of all, if she has any legal name, it would be the first name that I sent you because Fancy Maselli from the Gypsy Rose did dox me last year, which
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Again, I don't have anything to hide. I don't care. But I mean, what Villain just did proved when you search that name, that doesn't even pull anything up. You have to search my adopted name to
Mm-hmm.
find anything. And none of you mother heifers, except for Villain, know my adopted name. So
Yeah,
try
and the only reason is because I wasn't, when she told me to look for her, I wasn't finding it. So I sent it to her and she told me the name to use.
again.
So, but she did say what she thought was your name today. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you're wrong. You don't have the right person's record because I tried that name and it didn't come back. It returned no matches.
I didn't hear what she said she thought my name was. Please elaborate.
That what you think she would have.
The first name that I gave you?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, bless your heart, honey.
Yeah.
Listen, Boo Boo, again, my name has been doxxed
Yeah.
already. by someone that, while I don't like Fancy Maselli, I can guarantee you, boss lady, she has a lot more power and pull on the back end.
Resources.
Yeah, that
Resources.
if there was something there, she would have put it out whenever I was dragging her.
Yeah.
Just be so for real. There's
Yeah.
nothing there.
Well, I mean, and it blows my mind how they just don't take the easier road, right? Like, why couldn't you just? Why don't they just apologize?
Well, what's wicked is, and I said this many times yesterday, she put her first name out there, Anna, but
Hmm.
I have not put the rest of her name out there, and I made it clear that I wouldn't. That is why when I was going through her record yesterday, I didn't show anything because I haven't redacted anything.
Yeah, nothing's redacted.
Yeah, but she is no problem. And I do that not only just because that's my morals, but because I know she does have children, but she has no problem putting my information out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I asked for was proof. I want proof that Raggedy talked about and shamed a special needs child. I'd like that. I didn't get that. I just got an 8-minute rant. Um, I'm sorry. Did you watch both lives from last night, Raggedy?
From last night, yes, I did.
She originally comes on saying she's here to say goodbye, and then
Mm-hmm.
somehow it's I'm not leaving the app in one live. It's truly that's why I shared it to my community tab because I'm like, this is crazy. Like she's
Thank you,
not
back.
even on. Like she's saying these crazy things. It's just boss lady. Could we find a new name for her? Do you have
Let's
one?
call
Let's
her
just
Lady of Lies.
oh, Lady Eliza is a good one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's weird. Apparently you need she would have yeah, I call bullshit on the paralegal too, because
Yeah.
there ain't no way that she's in the legal fields and was saying that much crazy shit.
No, and with the record that she has, to your point earlier, you cannot be a paralegal when you have felonies on your record. At least not in my state. That is not allowed. And something else, like I said this yesterday,
Mhm.
she has a DUI on her record that she tried to get expunged and it was declined. If you were a paralegal, you would know, and it's not like this in every state, but it is like this in her state and most states. A DUI is one misdemeanor that you cannot have expunged, and I hate to break it to you, but majority of the time when you have a DUI misdemeanor, you can't do like a pretrial diversion to have the felony taken off of your record. And I know this for a fact because unfortunately my husband does have a
Mhm.
felony charge, guilty by association. And because he had a misdemeanor DUI, he could not have that felony removed from his record.
I'll tell you what, look, I was giggling. Listen, when I pulled that live up, right? I have a couple of paralegals that like I talk to, you know what I mean? The voice clips are chef's kiss because I was cackling at the craziness that we're being extradited now. Um mm, it's crazy.
It's absolutely
Ooh, what year?
insane.
Do you know what year it ended? Seven. Maybe it was
Wait,
before the felonies.
maybe. Check LinkedIn. Um,
2013. After I don't remember. She's got a lengthy record. I didn't go through it all.
yeah, she's got multiple. It's like multiple felonies for the same thing.
Mm.
She's got one case right now that I don't. I mean, it's not like a felony case. I don't really understand what it's for based off
Yeah.
of what I could see, but it's still active.
I didn't go through it, but there was somebody like I was talking to a paralegal about it at the like as I was watching, and she said, "Hold on, I'm trying to go back." She said something like, "No, there's got to be." She said, "I had to take the paralegal bar exam to be certified. Otherwise, you're just a legal assistant. Ask her for her paralegal bar number."
Yeah, yeah, and that's true. That's true. What a lot of you don't know is while my mother My mother worked for an attorney for many, many, many years. And my mother is a big book of knowledge when it comes to the legality side of just about everything. She's
Mhm.
worked for child, like family lawyers. She's worked for criminal lawyers. She's worked for some crooked lawyers, I'm going to be honest. But she's worked for enough lawyers to where it would not be difficult for me to just contact an attorney in my local area and I wouldn't have to pay much of anything, if anything at all. If had attorneys offer to do things for me for free, all I pay is the court costs.
Mhm.
Um, and I listen, I could find something to get that boss lady for or lady of lies for if she doesn't stop. There is enough out there already,
Mm.
and would it be worth the energy? Probably not. But I will say this: stand on this. Let her go after anybody in my family besides myself. Let her go after my husband. Let her go after my kids. Let her go after anybody in my family. And I can promise you, and this is on everything I love in and out of this world, I will take your ass to the fucking cleaners,
But
lady of
did
life.
you put like that's what I'm saying. Like what this came from where that's what I thought, Big I was thinking that this person is a paralegal in Indiana. So I see people in the chat. I don't know. I understand that states are different, but good morning. I was laughing, but like where I don't understand why you wouldn't just apologize. Like and that's so many of these people have so much in common as far as like just apologize. Just why is it so difficult?
And y'all, she clearly hasn't done her research on Lemonade. I have.
Uh,
Lemonade, you cannot go live and you can only record like very few second videos, and that is it. So please explain to me how she's going to Lemonade to tell her story. I would love to know because she's not. You can't go live on Lemonade. It is not possible. Hence why I created a profile with Lemonade and they did nothing with it
dang.
because it sucks.
I don't feel like I got you, Savin.
I don't listen. Everyone, yeah. First and foremost, and everybody knows I don't like Nicole. I don't like Nicole. Now, has Nicole been reaching out to people on the back end, having them contact me because there are even things happening that she is not happy with when it comes to what Boss Lady is doing to me? Yes. However, I don't trust. I trust a few select people, and I don't tend to trust many. So I don't trust her. Unfortunately, I just don't, and I probably never will. However, Boss Lady tried to say yesterday that she was the reason behind Nicole's account going down. Here's the thing: it was an absolute coincidence that her account went down while you were at the police station. But I will tell you this: anybody that has watched Nicole for any period of time will vouch. Nicole does a good enough job getting her account taken down with the yelling, screaming, and cursing. She
Mm.
doesn't need you to do it. You had nothing to do with her account going down. You said that I would be gone this morning. Me and everybody that was in my boxes yesterday, yet here every single person still stands with an active account.
She's another one with an inflated sense of self, I guess. Um, yeah, it's wild.
It is, it is. Have you drank any hot tea yet?
No, I literally just finished. I sent you the Dropbox link after I uploaded it, and I crawled right back into bed.
You need to rest. You need to push
Yeah, I'm
fluids.
taking it easy today.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
take it easy
appreciate
today.
you.
You're welcome. Let me know how it goes. I'll be in the chat.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And y'all, that's what real friends are. Like if I had something to hide, because here's the thing with Villain. I know Villain is going to call it how it is, regardless if I'm her friend or not. If there was something on my background to be put out there, Villain would have been completely honest with it. And I told her to pull it. I said, pull my background, please. Gave her everything that she needed. And she said, are you sure? And I said, absolutely, I'm sure. I have nothing to hide or I wouldn't ask. I told y'all, Boss Lady is full of shit. And what I'm actually going to do is when I have time today, because I do have a lot of stuff I want to do around my house. And then we do have virtual Uno tonight. And I am not ruining virtual Uno tonight for Lady of Lies. No way, no how. Last night, we didn't do it because of her. That's happening tonight. Anyway, I'm gonna go through the background stuff that Villain sent me. I'm going to take out my legal information because, again, I do have kids, I do have a husband, and I'm going to show every single piece. She just told y'all there are no charges there. I've never been arrested, y'all. As a teenager, did I get taken home by a police officer after being at a party? Yeah, but guess what? That police officer was my cousin. I've never been to jail, ever. I'm not bragging. I've just never been to jail. Have I done shitty things in life? Absolutely. But I was always that person who was scared to go too deep with it because I was scared of jail. I'm being so honest. I was scared of jail. I will tell y'all something else about myself that I've never put out there. When I was 15 years old, I had to be committed into a mental health facility because I tried to unalive myself. Yeah, I have flaws, but nothing that I have can you pull on a criminal background. And I've always been completely transparent. You can make fun of the fact that I have mental health all that you want, but I've never been shy with the fact that I have mental health. I have chronic PTSD. I have anxiety. I have depression. I have bipolar depression. I have some of the worst anxiety that some doctors I've seen have ever seen in all their years of practice. But guess what? I do a pretty damn good job of keeping it under control. Just because I'm crying 1 minute over my dog and then coming back and smiling and laughing because I do try to find the positive in every situation doesn't mean that I need to be medicated. Be so for real. And you don't know if I'm on medications or not. That's not your fucking business. Thank you, Christina. Oh, here's Villain again.
Sorry, I just have one more thing to say. Boss lady, I think that you would be better served cleaning the fucking vents on your ceiling than being on the internet making a mockery out of yourself. Because those vents need attention, baby. Okay? Check the picture I just sent you, Raggedy.
Look, let me look.
It's dusty ass bitch. Literally. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. Why do they all gotta be fucking grimy?
Yeah, that's gross. Listen, that's gross. I got all kinds of animals and kids, and my house isn't perfect, but you gotta breathe in the air that comes out of those vents, my
Oh
friend.
man, I'm sorry. I was watching that on another device and I was like, no ma'am, no
No,
ma'am.
that's bad.
Please clean those vents for the love of all things holy. That is dangerous. That is not good. And I think that would be better time served.
It's a fire hazard.
Pun intended. You know.
I agree.
Yikes. Okay, back to the chat.
All right. And that's the thing, boss lady. You spend so much time on this app. You're letting yourself go. You're letting your home go. Guess what? When I end this live, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be putting my phone down, but I'm probably gonna be listening to people. I'm gonna be cleaning my house because my house and my family will always come before this app. Yeah, Sailing, she's talking about Nicole. She had nothing to do with Nicole's account going down. Oh, Reaper, I hope you feel better, my friend. I love your face. You guys want to see the vents? Okay, hang on. Let me screenshot it and then do a background check. Okay, Lily. All right, let me do a green screen. Yeah, Nicole's account's gone down many times, and it's not her only account. Let's be so for real. There's her vent in the bottom right corner. It's literally caked with gunk. That's a fire hazard. Especially right now with it being wintertime, having to run the heat, that is a whole fire hazard. That's bad. It's not hard to clean those vents. I will tell you, there's this really cool little what is it called? It's like a duster in a way, but it is a Swiffer brand and it is perfect for the vents. Or if you've ever heard of Norwex, they have something really cool specifically for those vents. Or you can take a cleaning wipe and just wipe them down. Usually what I will do is I will take my vacuum and I will get any loose dust off of there, and then I will take a Clorox disinfectant wipe and wipe it out. And then I go in with a paper towel and dry it. Yeah, microfiber duster. I used to have one of those from Norwex and they work amazing. Just saying, just a friendly tip. Yeah. I love Norwex too, still standing, but it's expensive. And thank you guys, all of you, for the gifts. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I promise I'm not ignoring you. Yeah, nobody's going to be extradited over some TikTok drama. Period. I love my blinds. This house that we bought came with some of those like more expensive, high quality blinds, and I love them. But I will tell you, they are so easy to clean because they're not really flimsy and easily breakable like the cheaper blinds. They're very hard and sturdy and wide, and you wipe them down, just wipe them down. You have a great day too. Get over it already. Thank you for being here. It's a rental and she just moved in. The owner should have taken care of that prior to her moving in. I'm going to explain something to you, Jenny. Yes, landlord should make sure that your place is clean before you move in, but she's been there plenty of time to take 5 minutes out of her day to wipe down those vents. No excuse. No excuse. Do I expect someone's house to be spotless? Especially when you have kids? No. Is my house spotless? Hell no. I got a mountain of laundry over here on my love seat. I'm just being so honest with you. A mountain of laundry. At one point, I was in a very deep depression state, and there was dust like all on my ceilings. I mean, you go back into some of my old videos and you can see it. Is that an excuse though? No. And I had to pull myself out of it. It took time, but I did it. At the end of the day, I'm not the only person who has to live in my house. My kids have to live here. My animals have to live here. Yeah, I hope the villain feels better. She has just really been through it with these sicknesses. Oh no, it's not like Lori's Laundry Mountain, but it's about 2.5 loads, big loads of laundry that I've got to fold up and put away. But that's actually one of my kids' chores. That's my son's chore. So he'll have to do that this week. Rose, that part. So let me explain something to you. Every house we've ever lived in. So for years we lived with my husband's grandparents and they passed away. There was just a lot to unpack there. We moved into a rental house temporarily for 6 years. They cleaned that house before we moved in, but guess what? We spent hours deep cleaning it ourselves before we moved in. Same for this house that we just bought back in March. They did a great job of cleaning this house before we moved in, but before we brought our furniture over, I came over here and spent all day, took the whole day off work and spent all day cleaning every room in this house, cleaning the baseboards, the walls, the ceilings, the ceiling fans, the carpets, the floors, the countertops, everything, scrubbing toilets, cleaning bathtubs. It's a good feeling whenever you start moving your stuff into that place, knowing that you have put that effort and time into cleaning it like that. That's just me though. It's not hard to keep your house clean. I mean, I'm going to say this. I work about 50 plus hours a week, every week. And then I have 2 kids. I have 2 dogs. I have 3 hens, a rooster, a parakeet, and a cockatiel. Does my house stay spotless? Fuck no. Fuck no. But do I let my house get out of control? Absolutely not. I will go on a whole rampage. And it's called teamwork. Teamwork. If it's too much for you to do on your own, give your kids some chores. That's what I do. I give my kids chores. I don't make them do a whole bunch, but I have them do things that will help them when they do grow up and get out on their own. I wash their clothes. I cook their meals. I teach them how to cook and let them cook with me. Things like that. But they have their own bathroom and they were responsible for keeping that clean. They're responsible for keeping their bedrooms clean. My son has to fold and hang up laundry. My daughter washes dishes. And then you clean up after yourself after you eat. That's not asking for much from them. Thank you for the heart me. Every now and then they help us with the yard work, not mowing or anything, because I'm a very helicopter parent and I get very nervous over certain things. But I mean, we are a family. We are a team-based unit. We all make the messes, so we should all contribute to cleaning the messes. If I did not work full time and I was just a stay-at-home mom, that would be different. That would be different. It is what it is. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. Yeah, it's called lived in. I have a vacuum mop. I used to have one of those, and it definitely is a game changer. I like the O Cedar mop, but I got this mop off of TikTok shop, and it is a microfiber mop, and it's a spin mop too, but it's different. Like it spins it dry. It does everything. I really like it. And it stands up by itself. It doesn't fall, which is pretty cool to me. The Moop mop. I've never heard of that. The link to the mop, Mama D, it's in my showcase. It's the only mop in my showcase, and it's pink. It's pink. It should be pretty easy to find in my showcase. If you go to my page, my showcase is in my bio. I do go through it every now and then, and I kind of clean things up, because if it's something I don't like, I'm not going to leave it on there. But it's pink. I'm telling you, it's pink. It's a good mop. Like, I wouldn't just say that. Jenny, I'm like that too. I don't let my kids vacuum, but that's part of it. But another reason is I'm scared that my kids will vacuum something up that shouldn't be, and they'll tear it up. I have two vacuums. I have a Fabuletta cordless vacuum that is a lot like a Dyson that I got off of TikTok shop. And then I have a Shark vacuum that's a little bit more heavy duty. I use my Fabuletta on my hardwood floors because sweeping it's very hard on my back. Fully honest, I'm 34 years old, like I'm 70. And then I use my Shark on my carpets. But the Fabuletta does good on my carpets too. I like the heavy duty vacuum for the carpets. It's in my bio, punkers. If you go to my bio, there's a link that says showcase. Hi, OG.
Can I play something for Boss Lady?
Absolutely, you can.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. See you squirm, see you perspire. Not a word you say is true. There's never been one out of you. Smoke and mirrors, bait and switch. You and your friends are getting rich. Picking pockets, pulling strings, and other more despicable things. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Preaching only to the choir. Photo op in front of the steeple. How did you manage to fool these people? You talk the lingo, dress the part, even put your hand over your heart. Bomber jacket, emperor's clothes, you can't even reach the end of your nose.
Okay, bye.
I know that song, y'all, and I like that song a lot, and it is absolutely the perfect song. I think I'm going to put that song as a background in my next video. I may sing it to her. Yeah. And I have to say this, y'all. Like, have I always known that I had a lot of support on this app? Yes. It's always shocked me, and I've never understood why I had so much support on this app. I've always been my own worst critic, and that's one of my flaws. I do not have a nice singing voice, Princess Peach, but thank you. But these last couple of days, I I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, I started crying last night when I got off of live because it means everything to me, the amount of support that I have on this app. Just you guys cheering me on, you guys having my back, you guys being here for me on live for 2-3 hours whenever I need you to be. Even with my crazy bipolar mood swings, you all have it. Listen, I'm just mind blown, and I'm so appreciative. I don't know how else better to say it, to be honest, but please know your support is more appreciated than I could ever put into words, because there are no words that are good enough. Thank you, Jan. You don't have to do that. When I first started really putting myself out there on this app, I got a lot of hate. A lot of hate. But I told myself that I would stick to being me. I wasn't going to let them get to me. I'm very thick-skinned. And I would respond to the haters with kindness. Would I be a little snarky with my kindness? Abso-fucking-lutely. But I showed them that they did not get to me. And they would not get to me. And a lot of people had negative impressions of me at first, but they kept watching and they kept listening. I do have dentures, just a human. Had dentures for over a year now. People would reach out to me and apologize and say, you know, I totally pinged you wrong at first. I am sorry. Like, I've seen you. You're real. You're true. You're honest. And I have gained far more support on this app than I have haters. It is rare that I get a hate comment on my videos now. You guys have proven to me that it is okay to always be 100% imperfectly, unapologetically myself all the time. And I will always continue to do so. And I really do. I love you guys, and I am very grateful and appreciative. I've made some amazing friends on this app. I really have. I have made some real, what we used to call back in the day, ride or dies. Like, I have made some amazing friends, and I stand by the fact that real recognizes real. I do. And I'm just grateful. But I won't keep rambling. That's that part. Lady D. Why I always say, don't destroy someone's life with a lie when yours can be destroyed with the truth. Facts. And I'm not perfect. And I've never claimed to be perfect. Look, I've told you guys, I have made my fair share of mistakes, and I still make mistakes every single day. Ringo, why are you chewing up my crochet hook, bro? This crochet hook that I'm using to make that big blanket that I showed on live last night. It's the only crochet hook I have that is perfect for it. He got it once. I took it from him. He's already chewed up about a quarter of the rubber part on it. I took it from him, and he snuck it again. We're going to do a crochet live, Rose. Ringo, get down. Get down. We're going to do a crochet live next weekend. Hey, White Owls. This dog is really just trying to take over everything. I have a German Shepherd. They said it'll be fun, they said. I will eventually make an announcement once we work out some stuff, because obviously not everyone has a hook and yarn and all of that right now. My birds are asleep. But we're going to find like a very basic, easy pattern, and we're going to let everybody know exactly what you would need to participate, and we're going to do it all together. I forgot to cover my birds last night. I usually cover them at like between 10 and 11, and I forgot until I ended my live at 1 a.m. So then I immediately covered them, and I'm letting them stay covered just a little bit longer today than normal. That is why they're so quiet. Yeah, me too, Terry. Oh, punkers. I love my German Shepherd. I love all of my animals. My other dog, he's the Belgian Malinois Blue Heeler mix. And he looks a lot like a German Shepherd. Like, people see him and they think he's just a really young German Shepherd puppy. But he has no German Shepherd in him at all. Belgian Malinois do tend to look a little bit like German Shepherds. But the older he gets, the more you can see the Blue Heeler in him too. 2 German Shepherds, 3 Shiba Inus, BT and Shih Tzu. Wow. Yeah, I've just got 2 dogs. 2 dogs. Trying to work things out with Bruce, the mix, and figure out what we're going to do. And then I've got my cockatiel, I've got my parakeet, my 3 hens, and my rooster. But I'm probably going to get rid of my rooster, y'all. He's a lot. I used to have a pet rabbit, Cinnamon. His name was Godzilla. He was huge. I actually got him from my best friend. And he was litter box trained and everything. He had this really big cage with like multiple levels, like huge cage. And his litter box was in there. But he would also like roam around the house like a dog. He would jump up on the couch with you, lay in your lap. I mean, he would act like a literal dog. And he was the size of a small dog. Get down. I had a rescue dog. I don't know what breed she was. Somebody actually dropped her off. 2018, we moved into the house that we were in before here, and a little black dog showed up, covered in mud. She was skin and bones. Not gonna lie, I initially called animal control to come get her. They took a couple of days. We got attached to her, and when they did show up, I couldn't let her go. She hid behind my feet, and I couldn't let her go. She wound up being fully house trained. She was spayed. She was so good with children. She was so smart. She was like a human in a tiny little dog's body. She was little bitty. Her name was Maggie. And we had her for a little over 6 years before we lost her in February of last year. I had her cremated, and I have her ashes in a box with her picture on it, and says, "Your wings, our hearts were not ready, but your wings were," or something like that. And then, yeah. I miss her all the time. African gray parrot. And yeah, that's what I want, is an Indian ring neck. I do like the African gray parrots a lot. I would love to have one of them. But I really want an Indian ring neck. But they are so pricey. I wouldn't mind having a conure. But just for a conure at our pet stop was $1,000. But they're beautiful. I just couldn't fathom burying her, Hippie. Especially when I knew that we were moving out of that house, because we were already like in the house buying process at that point. I didn't think that it was right to bury her. I didn't feel comfortable with it. And, the plan was for her to go to the new house with us. And that's the only way that I could make it happen. I wanted to have her cremated, and I have no regrets. Listen, Cinnamon, cockatiel scream. Their flock call is crazy. Like loud crazy. He screams all the time. My husband just got some really good news at work. He can whistle. So the reason that we named him Romeo is because he's constantly going, doing that. So I named him Romeo. But I'm still working on teaching him some things. I'm trying to teach him the cookie song. It's a song that cockatiels love, and it's usually the first song that they learn when they're learning how to sing. And I'm trying to teach him that. And he can also say, like he can say what? He'll say good morning. He doesn't do it often, and he doesn't do it well, but he's working on it. I saw a cockatiel that whistled the Addams Family song, and I definitely want him to learn that. I love that, Cinnamon. I wish that Romeo would tell me to shut up. I have a feeling Romeo is going to start mocking Ringo's barking. Today's going to be a good day. I'm not going to let Lady of Lies steal my thunder. My husband got some amazing news at his job today that is really going to kick off 2025 so good for us. I'm going to spend the day cleaning my house. I'm going to finally Fingers crossed that this mixer works, by the way, that I got in this morning. And if it does, I'm going to make my orange creamsicle sugar scrub. And then I'm going to start the process of the orange creamsicle body butter to pair with the sugar scrub. I want to do some diamond art and then my bath mat, pillow mat thing. And my floating candles are out for delivery. So your girl's going to have a whole bubble bath tonight too. It's going to be a damn good day. I thought about lip scrubs, but maybe in time. I really don't have the heart to tell her she's a bird, not a dog. I cannot. Thank you guys. Listen, once I build up my inventory, I honestly, I don't mind sending out samples. I just need to get some sample containers. That's what I need to do. I will say, every time people order from me, they always get more than what they order. I always include either some extra bar soaps, donut soaps. Sometimes, depending on how big the order is, I will put extra jars of other items in there. Yeah, Amazon definitely sells them. I've already been looking into all of that. Yeah, it is expensive. Oh, I promise, Rose, you will be the first to know. Oh, Forever Young, you tested positive. I hope you get better ASAP. I've had COVID once this whole time, and it was not fun. So I'll definitely be praying for you. Not yet, Sailing. I'm actually doing that next month. I've got to trademark my business name, which is Southern Suds in the Bucket. And I've got to get the LLC and the tax number for wholesale. Yeah, I've already been looking into that. I used to run an online boutique, and I did have all of that for my boutique. But I've got to do, and that's been years ago, though. So I've got to get everything back up to par. Yeah, I know. I'll have to look into it. I know there's a way I can fill out a form online, and it sends it over to my state and to my county clerk. I was looking into that, but I don't remember how much it said it was going to be. That's how I did it the last time with my boutique. And I want to say it was around, I'm going to be honest, I feel like it was closer to like 3 something. I don't know. It's been a long time. I would have to see if I could find the paperwork. The Trucker Hat Shop, Southern Sissy's Trucker Hats. Do you have a Facebook page or anything? That's not bad at all, Sailing. I definitely need to look into that. Legal Zoom. I'm going to have to check that out. Because I'm definitely doing it next month. Maybe even this month with the news that my husband just got today. I don't know. Jan, if you will message me that name, I would love to check out your shop. I love to support small business. I really do. Ringo! Dadgummit. Boy, I don't know what your deal is this morning. I know what your deal is. You want to play. And we're going to. All right, guys. I'm going to hop off here for now. Do not forget, 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Online Uno. I need you to have 2 devices. You need 1 device to be in the box and 1 device to join the Uno room. If you don't have 2 devices, you could still pop over in the chat and hang out and laugh and have fun. It's going to be a great time. 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Give or take a few minutes because, hashtag Mom Live. Are you doing the Ladies of Lies on your YouTube? Like posting all of my live replays and stuff? Yes, I am. I need to do my first live before I go back to work on YouTube, to be honest. I'm so close to hitting my watch hours. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, please go over. Oh, with the screenshots of her background, I've got to redact everything, y'all, and that's going to take a little while, but eventually I will. I'm not going to rearrange my whole life to do that. We went through her whole background last night. I didn't show anything because it wasn't redacted, but we went through everything last night. I do need watch hours. I need like 500 more watch hours, I think. I'll see you tonight, Vicky. All right, guys. I am going to end because I want to go ahead and get my house cleaned. Is that on replay from last night? I think I uploaded it. I'll check when I end this before I start cleaning, and if not, I'll get it uploaded. I know I started the process, but I can't remember if I finished it. But I will see you guys tonight. I may see you before then. I don't know. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. I'm not involved with Austin Trevargo. No, I know who he is, but I never really had anything to do with that. All right, you guys have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. Love your faces. Bye. Oh, yeah, I saw he was back. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. We'll talk about that in my next live.